Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're back working on this. I've got a trailer load of more material. Now, today's goal is to get the deck put on this and the deck put on that tower, and to build the walkway spanning across these two. Now, I'm putting the cheaper Home Depot brand, I think Veranda or whatever, composite decking on this because, well, that way we don't have to worry about splinters and shipping and all that. I figured, heck, let's go ahead and do it. But with that being said, if you guys remember when I built these, I put these on 24 centers. Oh, it's just a playground. While doing some more reading, this stuff's kind of a little flimsy if you go anything under 16. So we are going to cut 3 more to put in here. So we're actually going to end up 12 inches on center here. I'm going to cut 2 more for the main tower. So now we're going to have everything on 12-inch centers. I also have what we're going to do. I have determined I'm going to run a 2x6 across here for the main deck to run across and land into. And there's going to be a 2x6 on each side and a 4x6 run down the middle. So the 4x6 is to help carry the load of the swing that we're going to have underneath this, which is going to be a 2-person swing. So we're going to have a 4x6 and then 2 2x6s on each side that all land in. I believe, I haven't finished deciding yet, but what I think I'm going to do is when I build the actual runway across here, I think I'm going to cut the 2x6 to be the same length as this, and the same thing, another 2x6 to be the same length as this one. So I'm going to have one up here at the 7-foot height, and then I believe I'm going to do the same thing for the walkway. So basically I can screw both those together, and I'll have double 2x6s and double 2x6s here, double 2x6s here to carry the load of that walkway, which is 8 foot. So enough of me talking. Let me get this wood unloaded and we're gonna start cutting. So see you soon. Cut for this, I'm gonna mark it real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and put these last few 4 joists in. Then we can start the decking. Now, I did forget to mention the way this slide is designed, or the way it's done, or the way I'm going to do it, whether it's right or not. It's got that lip there, and then we've got these screw holes here to bolt it to. So what I'm going to do for that to happen, I've done the measurements. If I come back and put another board directly on the back side of this 4x4, that should line up perfectly for those holes for me to be able to screw that thing down into, to be able to support it and lock it into place. I'm gonna go ahead and put that board in first because it's gonna be the hardest to get to, because I'm gonna come in here from the side and screw directly in. Then I'll put my center ones in. All right, so all that's gonna do is help me hold these boards up until I get them in place. I just put that in there to help me with it. I don't know if he's going to help me or not. That's through.
Damn.
What?
Look at the top of that thing.
Oh, damn, I didn't even notice that.
Holy shit.
Well, welcome to Lowe's. That's all you can do. Oh, Home Depot, I mean. Home Depot, yeah.
Holy shit.
They ran it through that damn planer and it ain't.
It is that way on both sides.
Well, it's going to stay, unfortunately. I mean, I'm not going to screw anything to it other than that. I'm not going to put deck board screws in it. There's no reason to. All right, there we go. We're 12-inch on center for all these. Same thing over here, with the exception of this one, which I said is for the slide, which works out perfect. Should. I forgot, we got to put these on. So I'm actually going to use screws to go from here to here. All right, so Got to run to Home Depot or Lowe's, one of the two, and get some more screws. But I have the joists in. Most of the plates are in. I got to finish doing some nailing on here. But, I mean, this thing ought to hold my big butt along with the rest of the family. So, shouldn't have to worry. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go grab some more screws, finish screwing these joist hangers in. I gotta put these joist hangers in over here. Then I'm gonna come back, get the deck cut, start putting it in, and then we will work on the bridge, which is over in the floor. All right, so back from the good old Home Depot and Lowe's actually. So I got the correct ones. These 2.5s are the correct ones to go through here. So I'm going to go back and pull the other ones out, the 1.5s. I'm going to use them for the facing, the face one. That's the correct one for that way. I'm going to go back and put these in the other direction. So all the hangers are done. Now I have one break off right there, but you know, here's what it's going to be. Strong enough. So now we're going to run tape on these joists, and then I can start putting the deck on at this point. Tape I'm going to use, we had some leftover zip system flashing, plus I bought another roll, so I'm going to tape all of it with that. All right, so the battery died, but we've got, and I don't know where it stopped off at, we've got zip tape on all the joists going around. Kind of radiused up those some just to kind of help protect them. Did get this board put in. Actually changed it, initially had it up higher. But I got to thinking, Dad was talking about it, and it's going to be best to do this for the bridge, to actually sit on top of this. And then I'm going to have another 2x6 cut that I've got for the bridge, but it'll actually sit on top of that and lag in. Now over here, I think what I'm gonna do, because this is gonna be carrying probably the most weight, this 8-foot section here, because it's gonna have the double swing for people. So I'm not lightweight. So put me and the wife and the kid, something over here swinging, I wanna make sure we don't fall. So I think what I'm gonna do too is come back and put a 4x6 here to give me and I can lag it into this real good. So the bridge can sit on this portion here, and then this face, I can just pull everything up to it good and tight. Got a couple boards cut, just kind of giving the idea of layout of what we're gonna do, just trying to get some ideas on. But that's gonna be the board we're gonna be using. The best thing to mark these with is honestly like a crayon. This is like a crayon pencil. So I'm just gonna set it up here. Move you guys up and get this kind of where I want it. Gonna give me a mark there. Gonna mark it here. All right, so just using my marks, I'm gonna go through here, through here. Break my pencil in the process. All right. So that's what we're cutting out. Also, I'm getting a little ahead of myself because I've got to cut me some nailer plates to go here. In that case, I'm just going to use some 2x4s. All right, good enough. All right, so that's what I'm gonna leave it as. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm going to run the screws in it real quick and then start running the rest of this floor down. All right, so what I'm using are these Camo edge deck screws. I was really indecisive for the longest. Finally found these, decided, hey, we're gonna do these. Did a sample test run on one, and yes, it worked pretty dang good. Just don't hope you have to get it out. At least that was my experience. All right, day 2 is complete, and well, I didn't get nowhere near, but at least we got the new joist put in today. Got those done, got the tape put on, got the hangers put in like I needed to. We started the decking, getting it done. We did get the truss joists, or the floor joist trusses, or the floor joist plates put in everywhere. One thing I have learned in my almost 35 years on this planet, well, there's about 1 billion ways to do something. And just because you do it that way doesn't mean it's the right way. It doesn't mean it's the only way. So yeah, you gotta find what works for you. And who cares? If it works, it works. Camera died at that point, so not sure where you're seeing at. But yeah, we're gonna go back. I'm gonna leave this off. I don't think I'm gonna put a board there because it's awful waste. I think I'm gonna do a 2x6 toe kick. Deck's looking really good. So now we're gonna hop over, and I've got this thing kind of laying it out. I'm trying to debate on the walkway width. I think I'm gonna go 32 on the width. I'm gonna see how that lands. I believe this is 48 up here. But by the time I put my railing and stuff up on the side, I think it's going to work out really good going 32. And over here, we're just going to land into this. And then I'm going to have to, you know, make it safe because my child is clumsy. But yeah, let's get this going. All right, this is like the stuff we did in kindergarten. Put your shapes together. No, I'm just kidding. We're lining the lines up. I'm going to stick 2 in each of these, and then we'll come back and put our other pieces in. Something I just didn't think of. I didn't cut either of the ends of this 2x8s, or excuse me, these 2x6s or the 4x6, and I'm pretty sure they are different lengths after just looking at that real quick. So let me just verify. And I'm just gonna go to the outside, doesn't matter because, well, so we're 98 1/4 on that one. Oh yeah, definitely. Wasn't thinking. Okay, so they're all 3 different sizes. So I am going to undo those real quick, cut them down to length, and then put them back over here. Give me a minute. All right, well, I just realized that I left the hanger brackets for these in my dad's truck yesterday, and they're not here. So I'm not going to do anything else to that yet until I get the hangers, and then I'll tape everything like I need to. So I guess that means I'm going to come over here and start this portion. All right, let's see how well we actually learned from the last go. Which actually the last one went really good. I think I only had to cut it one more time. One before that I think took 3 tries. So let's see if this is a one-timer. Well, like I know what I'm doing now. That's it. All right, let me get this thing screwed down real quick. And then I'll bring the rest over and start doing those. Oh man, these GoPro batteries just don't last. All right, let's see if she fits like she should. That'll work. All right, we're done with this for today. So now we're gonna get down and do the walkway. Well, I apparently didn't get enough of the 2x6 joist hangers. So I got these, I'm gonna put these in and we're going to and deck it. And then I'll come back and put the others on later. Not what I want to do, but it is what it is.
Oh, she got your tripod.
Oh no. Don't mess with that.
Smile.
Did she smile?
Yeah. Smile. Take a picture of you. No. Right here. Oh, now smile. Smile. I gotta have that picture. That's a pretty girl in that picture.
I ran short on that little bit there. You see it? You don't have to put your eye up to it.
Come on, Aubrey.
Come on,
Let's go.
Let's go grab this up.
Cheese.
Go, Aubrey.
Cheese.
Day 3 in the books. We've got the floor on this for the walkway. We've got this done up here, with the exception of that little piece, but I'll figure that out. And this is done, with the exception of this one. And I think we're going to turn this 180, and I want to move that board to this side. And then that way I can just cut one board. It'll be a 48, but it'll have some weird cuts in it, but it'll fill in that whole spot and tie those two together as well. That's the thought. All right, well, just wrapping up day 3 on this build. It's really not been 3 days, but I mean, I spent a good bit of time today on it. I did spend quite a few hours a day, but the other 2 days weren't terribly long days. But the goal is, this is a one and done project. My daughter's turning 2 at the end of the month, so we hopefully will, hopefully it'll last for many years to come, but we'll see. We'll see how good my building skills are, actually. But that's it for this one. We'll catch you next time.